Oh, yeah! Very good. Okay, very good.
Good morning and welcome to episode 1600 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, December 3rd, 2024. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. Today, we've got Honey Bees, Hunter Biden's pardon with Pat.
That's right. I think I owe Mark $50 or dinner, something. There's a bet I made with Mark.
I owe Wes like $100 for like the Trump thing. Why don't we all just pool this money and get some lottery tickets or something?
Okay, yeah.
I'll give Wes some money, but like, what? I don't want your
money.
I don't want your money. I don't want your money, Pat. Wes's money. Let's all pool.
We were
this money
trying to
and put it
remember
into,
after
like, a
the
group
show.
fun thing. Yeah.
I thought we had all said he was going to get pardoned. We were trying to remember after the show, but so Pat said he didn't think he would. So Pat, you will.
Yeah, forgive my little naive me thought that someone there'd be some sort of, I don't know, integrity when it comes to our justice system.
No.
Neither side has any integrity. Remember that.
Biden's just dunking on people on the way out. He's like, "Go ahead and bomb Russia." And Hunter.
By the way, we're pardoned. Back to 98, Jack. We'll get into it. We'll dive into it. We got the charity corner with Mark.
That's right. And speaking of charity, shameless plug, back to patreon.com. It's holiday season. Make sure to get in our Patreon, patreon.com/Hard Factor. We have 3 completely ad-free bonus shows a week in there. We got a sports show, Florida Man Fridays, and more personal stories, what's going on with us and what grinds our gears, right? Funny news coverage it's a little bit different than the average show because there's a paywall and anything goes. It's as low as $5 a month, which is like less than an appetizer a month or one beer at a bar. So
it's the best deal on the internet. Really.
Just go ahead and help us out there. Patreon.com/Hard Factor, or gift it to a friend. And I'll be
What's
talking
an appetizer cost? $7.99, $9.99,
$11.99.
About 2 months of Hard Factor.
Okay.
You want a good one? You're gonna pay $11.99.
Yeah.
At a chain restaurant like a
Yeah.
Chili's?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be charitable, gifting it to a friend.
I'm gonna look how much a Bloomin' Onion is while we keep doing show previews. I'll have that for you in just a minute.
It's about 70 days of Hard Factor on Patreon.
Not enough. I'd pay anything for a bloomin' onion. I've got when getting addicted to a cam girl goes wrong in the hole.
Oh, that's a tales.
It's hard to make that go wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hard to make it go right too.
Couple thousand.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Guys are like thinking you're talking about them right now.
Chinese edition. So unless you're a Chinese dude listening, it's not about you. And a deadly hamster bite with Wes.
Yeah. Couldn't stay away from it. So I figured we could talk about it, joke about it, but I got a few questions for Will and Pat specifically. You got to watch out for those hamsters. One way or another, they're going to get you.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
Is that because kids love hamsters?
Kids love hamsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to turn them down on that offer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not there yet.
A Bloomin' Onion costs, at least here in Chicago, it's market pricing based upon location, but at least here in Chicago, $10.99 for a Bloomin' Onion.
Not bad.
And then you got sales tax and tip. You're looking at $17 or 3.5 months of Hard Factor.
Can you put a price on happiness? Because that's what a bloomin' onion provides to the whole table.
I don't know, Will.
Happiness and heartburn.
And we don't?
I'm fired up about a Bloomin' Onion too,
No,
but like
we
I went
do.
and I got one ironically recently, and you get like 3 or 4 pieces in, and you're like, "This is gross. Get it out." of here.
I'm with you, Pat. I had one recently too, and it was over fried, and it's like a funnel. It's like a
No
funnel
bloomin'
cake.
onions for you guys?
Once you have one, you're done for a full year. No more blooming onions.
It's like a McRib. Yeah, I can hear that.
Yeah.
I hear that. Not eating bloomin' onions every week, but it's a great.
No.
But
Sounds like you are.
Patreon is a better value. I mean,
Listen, the cheese fries are better than the bloomin' onion there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Those are the Aussie Springs cheese fries.
those are the 2 main appetizers you go. If you go for any other appetizer, it's
Their
kind of
egg rolls are good. Whatever those stuffed egg rolls they have. Those
Oh, the Australian egg rolls, mate.
You're up to about a year of Hard Factor.
But the bread is free.
Yeah, you can get a discount by doing a year membership at a time. So that's
also people aren't tipping it out back.
Nice.
Let's be honest. I'm gonna play you a video real quick. This is from June 2024. An interview with David Muir from ABC's main news magazine. And Joseph Robinette Biden before he dropped out of the race.
Will you accept the jury's outcome, their verdict, no matter what it is?
Yes.
And have you ruled out a pardon for your son?
Yes.
You have.
That's it. That's all I had to play for you. Guess what? As you know, Hunter Biden has been pardoned by his dad, outgoing President Joe Biden. Here's some of his statement.
I wouldn't call him outgoing in that clip.
No, he was.
Reserved.
Can we get Tim some fucking some like sun blockage there? Did you see how hard the sun was coming out of his face, dude?
Yeah, dude. His look, his signature look is the aviators. Just put them on when you're outside.
Muir's like, I'm too handsome to switch sides and squint.
Yeah, he couldn't see him at all. Here's some of his statement that he released. It's a written statement that was released. Today, I signed a pardon for my son, Hunter. From the day I took office, I said I would not interfere with the Justice Department's decision-making, and I kept my word, even as I have watched my son being selectively and unfairly prosecuted. Without aggravating factors like use in a crime, multiple purchases, or buying a weapon as a straw purchaser, people are almost never brought to trial on felony charges solely for how they filled out a gun form. True. Those who were late paying their taxes because of serious addictions but paid them back subsequently with interest and penalties are typically given non-criminal resolutions. It is clear Hunter was treated differently. I don't know.
Well, there was the incident with the Secret Service. That's what caused the gun thing. So there wasn't.
Yeah, he threw it away in a trash can. There's more to come here.
But doesn't this also clear him of anything in the past, including taking bribes?
Let me finish the statement.
That's going on.
All right. The charges in his cases came about only after several of my political opponents in Congress instigated them to attack me and oppose my election. Not possible because the DOJ was your Justice Department. Then a carefully negotiated plea deal agreed to by the Department of Justice unraveled in the courtroom, with a number of my political opponents in Congress taking credit for bringing political pressure on the process. Had the plea deal held, it would have been a fair, reasonable resolution of Hunter's cases, maybe. No person who looks at the facts of Hunter's cases can reach any other conclusion than Hunter was singled out only because he's my son, and that is wrong. That was the statement goes on for a couple more paragraphs saying they're trying to break him. They're trying to break him.
Just say you're the fucking president, and any other person would have done the same fucking thing. Just say that.
And what about the part? It goes back to 2014, right? Which is important for him, right? Because that's when the Ukraine stuff started for Hunter.
The actual pardon.
Yeah, the actual pardon.
I think the pardon breaks down a period of time. I don't know if it goes all the way back to 2015. I'm looking right now to see. I think it's just the period of time that he committed those crimes.
Pardon him fucking his brother's wife?
No, becoming an uncle daddy. It does not. It does not.
That's the biggest crime he's committed. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Regardless of what the pardon does or what it covers, this is so whack, man. This is like insanely, terribly whack. It's just terrible. It's fucking look. Yes, Hunter probably got charges brought against him because he's Joe Biden's son, but he did the crimes, right? And ultimately, there's so many people in this country who have charges unjustly brought against them, or charges that would otherwise be dismissed but aren't because of, I don't know, biases of the particular judge or the particular prosecutor.
Not a CCR fan, huh? You ain't no senator's son.
I ain't no senator's son, but it's like, what the fuck are you doing, buddy? What the fuck are you doing, man? Like obviously,
he's just saying fuck you.
He's doing what he can.
Everyone. He's saying. I mean, this was predictable. And
60 days left.
Most dads would do this too. They might not lie. Obviously, he was lying about it before because he wanted to potentially win the election, and then he didn't want to do it to hurt the Democrats' chances of having someone elected, because he knew had he done it during which he got smoked anyways. But like now that it's all resolved, now that he's out and the Democrats lost, he's like, here I am.
No matter what happened in the election, no matter what he said before the election, Hunter was always getting pardoned after the election.
Right.
So let's say you had a normal election and a normal candidate, not Donald Trump, right? You could make an argument that doing this, right, would make or not make a difference in terms of what the incoming candidate, again, not Donald Trump, a normal candidate, would feel comfortable doing or not doing in terms of, waving a magic wand when it comes to the Justice Department. Now, Trump it doesn't fucking matter either way because he doesn't give a shit about anyone's political pressure. He's going to do whatever the fuck he wants to do either way. But, I don't know, man. Like, this is where, like, integrity is calling. Will you accept the charges? I feel like
no.
Biden sucks. Yeah.
Politicians always will not accept the charges for the most part on the integrity call. So, I mean, it's
This is a perk
Joe
of the
Biden's been
job.
in Congress for 78 years. I mean, he's the most person of all
Right.
time.
This is a politician showing you exactly, a lifelong politician showing you exactly what's up.
This is what's up. Here's Trump's response on Truth Social. And this is my biggest issue with it. Again, it doesn't fucking matter either way because Trump was going to do what he wanted either way. But the public opinion of it, he's going to obviously use to his favor. Trump's Truth Social was, does the pardon given by Joe to Hunter include the J6 hostages who have now been in prison for years? Such an abuse and miscarriage of justice. So it's like, all right, if you thought that all the people who assaulted police officers on January 6th weren't going to be pardoned, forget about that shit.
They're getting pardoned.
Oh,
Well, everybody's
Exotic
pardoned now.
might get pardoned.
Yeah.
Well,
He
I mean,
thinks
that's a
he
little
is,
bit.
but-
Fuck Carol Baskin. I mean, setting up a plot that was never going to happen against Carol Baskin versus taking a police officer's weapon and beating him with it are two different things in my
Well,
personal
not only
opinion.
is Trump going to pardon everybody, but also Biden's got more pardons to go. This isn't his last. He's got all the way till
I
January
think
20th.
this is
So I
his
mean,
74th pardon.
it is
he's
a
low right
pardon
now.
Party right now. Yeah.
I looked at a
He's
couple.
bebopping and scotting on the way out. He's
Yeah.
he's doing whatever Joe wants to do.
Licking cones and pardoning people. That's
Yeah.
what he's doing.
I mean, this is what happens at administration changes, but we're just going through it so frequently right now because it's changing over.
Second
every 4 years.
disgraceful exit in a row for two old presidents. And Joe might not be done embarrassing everyone.
Oh, he's got some more tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah.
This is the third pardon of a relative, guys. let's run down the other relative pardons.
Was
okay?
it Clinton?
Yeah, James.
Wasn't it Clinton?
First-
James.
It's
Frank.
all taking place in the 21st century. First, we have, of course, the other shithead relative, perhaps the biggest shithead relative ever, other than Hunter potentially. Probably a bigger shithead, less successful, but also did less drugs potentially because Hunter really did a lot. I'm talking about Roger Clinton, the half brother of Bill Clinton.
Look at him.
who's-
If you saw him on the street, you'd be like, "You look like a fat Clinton."
Yep, and that's what he was. He was pardoned on Clinton's last day in office in 2001. President Clinton pardoned Roger, who had pled guilty and spent a year and a half in jail on drug charges. The other,
When you're the president, I'm sorry. When you're I'm not.
But
really
no one gave a
mad at
shit
any
about
president
Roger,
for pardoning
really.
their family member.
No, not at all.
It's not surprising. It's just
Doesn't move the needle for me.
he lied about it so many times to
Yeah.
camera, and then like it's just like
How many things do politicians lie
Yeah.
about a day?
I will
mean,
say
it's
this
like-
though. You
this
have this.
is
you have-
one of the worst years of a president since
But
like Nixon. Like
you do have
like this is not
Of
going
all the
great
things
for
Biden
Biden.
has done, this is the
This-
least surprising and upsetting to me.
This is a perfect
debate.
storm, though,
If you will.
because you have Trump, who's perhaps the most overtly criminal president of all time, obviously defending himself by saying they're weaponizing the Department of Justice against me, right? Which brings a ton of heat on the Department of Justice
I get
and whether
that
or
it
not
hurts the
charges should bring.
Democratic. It
And
hurts
then
the DNC's narrative.
I
but
would
it's
argue
like
not a president, but Vice President Dick Cheney starting an entire war to profit his company and his stocks would be up there.
yeah, but
Dick
he's not a
Cheney's pretty
president.
bad. Dick Cheney. Was,
But he manipulated the. He might as well have been president.
My point is, no one gave a shit about. There wasn't a situation where, like, George W. Bush was coming in having committed, like, normal crimes, not war crimes, because he did those, normal crimes, and saying
all
they're
presidents.
weaponizing the Justice Department against me. Therefore, Roger Clinton pardon is a big deal. But the
Pat, you
Hunter
got to get
pardon-
over all the alleged crimes against Trump. When you're president, there's no such thing as committing crimes. You just, ipso facto, Hunter
Exhibit
Biden's
A.
pardon. Yeah,
He was.
What are
convicted
we
of
arguing?
34
about?
Pardon
felonies.
my
Okay,
Biden.
here are the other pardons, guys. Trump issued a pardon for his son-in-law's dad, Charles Kushner, for fraud, and then you have, of course, the third relative pardon here with Joe Biden and Hunter Biden. Pardon me. You guys spending the holidays with your partner's family? You want to make a good impression? Well, you can make a great
I hope they're the
impression
Bidens.
No.
with Chubby.
Dude,
Sorry, Wes.
by the way, we back it up real quick. Back it up real quick before we talk about
No,
the
I'm
chubbies that you should be wearing to this party. But the party that Hunter Biden is having, I mean, it's just guys. Aren't you a little jealous? Aren't you?
Oh, Hunter Biden's on a bender.
He's 5.5 years sober. You think he's gonna relapse?
You get pardoned by your daddy,
president
and you go on a
pardon?
bender.
You, when you get a presidential pardon, you presidentially pardon yourself for a few days from reality. And
Pardon on.
Well, this is the whole reason I've been sober. No need to do that anymore. Let's get fucked up.
Going back to court.
Exactly.
Call your ex-wife and ask if your daughter's bedroom is occupied. Because if not, I'm bringing some prostitutes in there to bang.
The second the pardon became public information, Hunter got a call from his old crack dealer asking how.
Oh, Hunter knew this was coming. No matter, Hunter knew this was coming forever. Yeah,
That's true.
Well, yeah, he had to have been. I mean, dude, he knew he was going to pardon Hunter for so long. If your son is facing federal jail time and you're the fucking sitting president, and you just got, you're not going back, and you're retiring, of course you're pardoning. I mean,
Yeah.
Anyways.
The door is shut. The porta potty door is shut. You're going to take your time pissing in there, even though you were upset when you were waiting in line saying, hurry up. Okay, if you're spending the holidays with your partner's family, you don't want to look like a slob. You want to look tight. You want to look clean. You want to look comfortable. You want to feel comfortable. And Chubby's offers you that solution. Here's some Chubby's flannels that I love. The IP Hey. Look at that.
Great
Look at that really cool blue and that nice offset yellow cross-stitch pattern. This is the Plaid A Plus or Platypus, sorry.
I have that
and
one.
it's black. It's smooth. Do you look good in it, Wes? Is it slimming?
Are you kidding me?
Wes
it
in a leather
comfy?
jacket is like fits like a glove, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I got
the
the
rest.
teal one.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
sets it off. If you want to go with a little more striking.
It's
Yeah,
dangerous.
This is going to be the only overshirt you need all season. They got you covered, so you can focus on being yourself, let the good times roll, feel comfortable, look good in their ultra cozy comfort clothes that'll keep you feeling warm and looking better as the weather gets progressively more terrible.
So comfortable.
From their flannels to their warm pullovers to their cozy quarter zips, Chubby's has all the fall-ready threads for maybe tossing that pigskin or shoveling some snow, getting out there and enjoying the winter air. This holiday season,
You go
elevate your
do
style.
You go do some man chores in that thing, in that flannel overshirt when you're over at the in-laws. You're about to.
Leather jacket stays on during sex, babe. You know that.
You're sitting at the head of the table.
It's not leather, Jack. It's not leather, but it looks leather.
It looks like it.
It's black. It's black. It's a black overshirt, which is really the best because black slimming. It's always look good in black. Honestly, I'd be
split these logs for our fire tonight in my Chubby's overshirt.
comfortably. I'd wish that I got some Chubbies under the tree this year. That would be a great gift for anyone in your life who's a man that likes comfort. And you can do that for a limited time only. Chubbies is giving our listeners 20% off their order with the exclusive code HARDFactor20 at chubbyshorts.com. That's 20% off your order with our exclusive code. Use code HARDFactor20 at chubbyshorts.com. And get on it. You'll be happy you did.
Let's head on over to the charity corner. It is the holiday season after all, big charity time. Ebenezer Scrooge after the hauntings. Right?
Yeah. Yep. Once he was
The
loving
whole point of
everybody.
that book and all the adaptations of the Christmas
How
Carol.
many adaptations? Is that the most adapted
Easily.
book of all time? I mean,
Into other media, potentially.
every Christmas thing is.
I think
is
the Bible
based-
beats it, but
Sure.
I don't know.
Fictional work, Wes.
For
Sherlock Holmes might beat it. Frankenstein,
Dracula.
Sherlock Holmes, Dracula.
But I'm talking like direct, because Dracula
Just for the arcs of the stories, like every
totally
Christmas-
different take on Dracula.
every Christmas cartoon, every Christmas movie.
Like the one with Ed Woods doesn't count for Dracula. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Draculas.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We're talking about like direct adaptations of the story with the ghosts and everything.
It's
a lot.
Christmas Carol. There's over 100 adaptations of Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Take, for example, Hamad Faris. This guy understands that it's, charity season. He's a 44-year-old man from North Staffordshire, England. He volunteers for a charity that works with people having language
is
issues.
he jerking off back there?
Outside.
Well,
Walk up that ramp.
What's he doing back there?
well, funny you should
He's in a
mention that.
stairwell, making the weirdest face.
He's heading to work. Funny you should mention
Coming on a
that.
homeless person back there?
Well, so he works with the people having language issues, and Wes, hopefully he doesn't use imagery to help with the language issues, because before you give this guy his flowers, you should know he was arrested for having at least 5 extremely graphic bestiality photos on his phone. So was he jerking off?
5 bestiality pics, homemade, or did he download these?
And videos. They were sent to him. Humans fucking fish, chicken, a dog, a monkey.
Humans fucking fish. Is
Yep.
that bestiality?
Yeah,
Well,
remember?
when it's a man doing
Where's
it.
the trout?
No, this is not where's the trout. This is where's the
James on
the
X
cock.
comments. Where's the trout?
Yeah. So sent to him by a friend, he claims. Some friend that sent him these images and videos, right? I mean, I've got a friend on my Virginia Tech group, Andy, that in the chat that sends huge bare
Send
titties
stuff
a couple
like that?
times a month. He's always like sending like, "Oop, there's a huge pair of breasts," and sometimes he gets a "Whoa, I opened this at work" text back. But I imagine if he sent a guy fucking a dog, it would be a little bit of a different response.
Well, you'd start a new text thread without it.
Yeah, fool me once, Andy. But 5 times for Reese. I think you liked it, pal.
Well, maybe he was just figuring out what animal he liked, or maybe he did. Maybe he's like, "Do I like bestiality? I don't know."
You didn't have to thumbs up it, Reese.
So we
Yeah,
know
dog,
where.
dog, I don't like.
Send me
What's you
another.
expect when you heart it?
How does fucking a fish work? In the mouth? Is that-
Well, right in the mouth. Well, a defense lawyer for Reese is saying all the right things.
You
like,
got
oh,
the worm. You
Yeah.
catch the worm.
Did you catch the bait? Yeah. So
You're hungry, girl.
defense attorney for Free saying all the right things like that video the guy sent of the fish was disgusting. Faris thinks it was disgusting. Yeah, the one of the live fish getting hooked with a wiener, taking the wiener bait. Yeah, Faris had no idea about the other 4 photos or videos though, who happened to come
just
from that same
downloaded them.
friend. Yeah, he must have muted the guy, and he could have sworn he deleted the fish getting skewered by that huge cock, I swear. So like he's saying the right things, but it's
No,
not
they were
working.
they were on his phone. They didn't delete them, which is something you would do immediately if your friend sent you a dog fucking.
No, the record of him watching it 300 times goes against
right.
it too.
I mean,
Yeah.
the phone logs. That's going to be the real tail of the tape there.
right. Lots of views from Faris.
His response,
bu-
"Thank you," really is damning.
Well,
Yeah,
you got to say that to anyone that sends you anything. You're really what? Where? How they
You
bust?
love
him exactly?
emoji to you double
Uh,
taps it.
They didn't say, but I assume he just was like, got caught looking at it.
They're
So he's
looking at him. They're
fucking a
like,
fish right there.
"I bet you Faris has some weird shit on his phone. Let's check it."
Yeah.
The way he walks around, he looks. I mean, how did he get caught? Because he looks like a guy who's got weird shit on his phone.
He looks suspicious.
He's wrangling a fish.
Yeah.
5 seems low though.
5
seems-
is what we know of. He deleted the other ones. He has 5 that
He
he got
knew the
caught
heat
with.
was around the corner, and he left 5 on there.
His 5 favorites.
Yeah, those are
He left his 5 favorites.
His 5 most precious.
He couldn't get rid of those.
These are hard to find.
Well, if you ask me today, I like the dog one the best. If you ask me tomorrow, it might be the fish.
Yeah.
These are my travel photos.
The fish is a good one to go to hungover, again, anytime in need. The fish, yeah, anyone can laugh at the fish. The courts are not buying it, though, and Faris is going to be sentenced to possession of extreme pornography on February 10th, and the judge recently warned Faris that all sentencing options are open while making this face.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. What's
Yeah,
wrong
dude.
with you?
Yeah.
And some friend for Faris, right? You might want to look into that
What was
prankster,
his
too.
job?
He volunteered to like teach people with ESL issues or language issues in general. He just taught language.
I mean, that'll get people talking. You show them one of those photos.
That's what I'm saying. He tried to
Describe
get them
this.
to talk with imagery.
Use your language that you know to describe these.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's probably how he got caught. Someone finally spoke up. He thought he was going to get away with it. Anyways,
I'm going to keep studying, and sooner or later, I'm going to be able to report you. It's just really hard to describe exactly what it is you have on your phone.
In my country, we say it like,
One of these days for each.
today's lesson we start with screams. Anyways, where's PETA on this? They're too busy protesting in department stores this week. Like they're mad at Chanel, and they're
They
missing.
should be mad at animal porn.
Yeah, they're missing out on this entire bestiality ring in North Staffordshire.
People
whatever.
would be in
It's a ring?
with them on that.
Well, it's
they
his
would finally
friend.
agree with PETA. Yeah.
And him.
Yeah.
That's a ring.
It's a guess, dude. I think you need 3 for a ring.
That's a ring.
You don't think there's a third?
Yeah, there's more people for sure.
Yeah, there's
It's a ring.
Reese
Bro.
has
a ring.
associates.
That's a ring, dude.
a ring around bestiality photos. There's always a ring.
This guy's
You
gonna
need
roll.
3. You literally need 3 points to make a ring, guys.
Well,
You can't.
this guy's
it's
gonna
just a
connect
line
the dots.
otherwise.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm guessing there's 50 in this ring.
at least.
Mark's
Next,
point, he's a squealer. You can tell.
he's a squealer big time. Next charity one, Victoria Hughes, an IHOP server in Lakeland, Florida for the past 13 years, has been fired for buying a homeless man a stack of pancakes on one of her 20 shifts a week to support her family.
That's terrible.
What?
Yeah, it turns out the manager didn't want the homeless guy to tell other homeless guys that this bleeding heart Victoria will buy you a tall stack if you show up looking extra homeless. Didn't want that in the.
I don't know if homeless people generally would share that information. That's something I would keep close to the vest if I was homeless.
But hobos
Right, because you knew.
they can tell if another hobo's eating a meal. They're like
They
very
can.
keen.
They can smell the pancakes.
Why are you walking so happy?
Yeah.
Your spot's gonna get blown up. Yeah.
Why's your belly so full?
You look a little thicker.
It was going to get out. And the
Pull up
manager-
your shirt. Let me see
the
your
manager
belly.
really-
You ate, didn't you?
What are you turning on these
Hell
scripts
on.
for?
He's got syrup on his lip.
Yeah.
Chester ate. No, I didn't.
Where'd it go?
Where'd you get it?
Yeah, exactly. They pinned him down. The manager pulled her aside and said, I don't care if it was on your dime. What the hell were you thinking? We don't feed them. We spray them with the hose. And then he said, if you love the homeless so much, pack your shit and go join them.
Damn.
Fired her ass.
Well,
Well,
this is gonna backfire.
What was the restaurant you said?
IHOP.
Waffle House. would
Damn.
never.
Why don't you hop on out of here? That's what he said. So the fallout is Victoria contacted the news like a little squealer and made a big deal out of it, saying that things like, I need the job to feed my family, but if I was in the same situation, I'd do it again. And then, while that's going on, right before, IHOP was secretly congratulating the manager, like, this is exactly what we want from our managers. And then the story broke. So they have now reached out to Victoria, offering her job back and being like, oh, no, that was the totally right thing to do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Of course.
IHOP corporate's getting involved.
Yeah. But also secretly being like, good job to the manager, great job.
Right. Keep those homeless off of this IHOP.
You did a
It's
great
tough.
job.
Location, we get it.
Yeah.
Right. We're right in the middle of our Applebee's merger. This isn't the type of press we need.
Yeah. So we'll see if she takes the job back. I imagine not at the same one.
Isn't somebody else going to offer her a better job?
Dude, if you
Well, they got to
If
get
you
her
were
out
a
of the
waiter-
serving area because she's going to keep feeding the damn homeless.
Yeah, I mean, maybe people don't want her. Because
IHOP growing
They're
up
like
on
pigeons
Saturday
right
and
off the
Sunday,
home.
that shift was really good, at least in our hometown.
They need to
IHOP
give her like a entry level, corporate job where she can't be near the homeless.
to be
push
fair,
the-
IHOP's a place where homeless, you would expect them to be attracted to. I mean, you can smoke inside, or at least you could until recently. There's coffee.
It might have
24/7.
just been a customer that was like, "Thanks for the free pancakes." Yeah.
If I was homeless, I'd hit up IHOP all the time. Right.
That's it. Unless you want to
that's
talk
it.
about this guy again.
No. Thank you for giving us the charity corner, Mark. I feel more
Charitable.
knowledgeable about the charity.
Feel better about yourself. Yeah.
I'm in the season now, in the holiday season. All right. Did you guys get anything good on Cyber Monday this year? Any good Cyber Monday deals? You checked out?
No.
We'll pull the trigger on some things tonight, I think.
A lot of deals to be had. We're taping this on Cyber Monday. You could still get them.
Check out.
Still
No,
get 'em.
they're not paying us, but Wirecutter breaks down what deals are actually deals or not deals. It's pretty cool.
A lot of tent sales out there too, right? Yeah. Cyber Monday is my favorite of all the consumer holidays for 3 reasons. It's from home, so you don't have to go anywhere. It's a slow day at the office since everybody's still fucked up from Thanksgiving. And being a cyber holiday, it comes with a ton of smut ads, And so scrolling like Cyber Monday, the trend on Twitter, it's always a great time because you get your shopping done. Plus,
Brazzers 80% off.
right.
And Brazzers, it's free. You're like a Bella Danger doesn't do porn anymore, telling you that Brazzers is free during Cyber. What?
Yeah, but if you're going to do your shopping, you may as well do it from your phone and get it like halfway shopping ads.
Yeah, but even
halfway.
Black Friday is all fucking online nowadays.
Yeah, it's true. It's really, they call it like almost a week. It's like
Yeah.
Thursday after Thanksgiving to
Yeah.
what is Giving Tuesday is today. That's
Right.
Giving Tuesday. Yeah.
Giving Tuesday might have some good porn ads too, but Cyber Monday always some good ones. Just the nature of the name. And speaking of that, you guys ever like dabbled with a cam girl ever? You know, like, had one?
I can say I've never have.
I've
Never in my
once-
life.
Yeah, never.
What
once.
about a live streamer? You know, like what
No.
about went on a live stream? Like, oh, you're so cute.
Never.
No,
I don't
only when
understand.
those ads pop up, they're not actually live that tell you to go to the live streams when you're trying to watch just internet porn.
Right. So I guess that I'm always trying to figure that out because like you're like getting your tabs up, right? You're hitting your tabs. You're getting ready to jerk it, and it's right there. I mean, like let's say you go through your 12th video. By your 12th video, you're gonna have, enjoyed yourself. Why would you then slow yourself down by going to the live cam girl that's being advertised before the video that exists right there? Like I don't.
You want to show because you want to show it.
You're so funny. What you want me to do?
Yeah, yeah.
Take it off.
You interact with
So-
them. The appeal is, I think.
Right. So
You wanna talk to her.
conceivably, if all the conditions were met and you were in a place in your life where you could be interested in, supporting a cam girl of some sort, what's the amount of money you would think is reasonable to spend? You're going to budget it. It's going to be part of your budget.
$20
You're
a
gonna-
pop.
Whoa,
20 bucks a pop,
nut
Like
Yeah,
in a day, you mean?
Yeah, if I'm going cam girl,
per nut.
I'm doing probably $20 a nut.
So you're
I
doing
would go
sessions.
way
Less
lower.
like $20 a session. So you're thinking
Well,
like
I
100
imagine
a
they
week.
charge by the minute, right? Isn't that how it works?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know
So
how it
you
works.
get like what?
Well, I'd be,
You know,
I'd be
if you
ready
only
to go.
can-
So I'd
I mean,
limit the minutes.
if,
With the
if you want,
research
I'll
count-
tell you how it works if you want. But
yeah,
Sure. Yeah. Let us know. With the research count, how does it work?
I mean, okay.
that was 8 seconds.
Well, so you can get in there for free before the show begins. I've read,
Okay,
right? And then they'll cut the show off, okay?
right.
And then to get in the
Private
show
rooms.
to really
Right.
get to the juicy stuff, if you're still, if you're still alive, if you haven't knocked yourself out,
That's no problem. I can finish it out in the pre-show.
right, right. I'm guessing probably
I
it's
just need her
probably
breathing.
$25 is my guess to get into the show. Now,
come on.
once you're
Right.
in the show,
The champagne.
you then
room.
need to spend tokens to get her to do exactly what you want to do, and then
How much
it becomes
to say my name?
it becomes almost like an auction situation, right?
Yeah.
because like
Eating with other
if-
perverts.
right, if
Dope
you
knot.
want her to do this one thing, but some other guy wants her to do another thing, right?
Yeah.
And she's kind of torn. Whoever's spending the most dough is going to get their kink
So
fulfilled.
so Wes is saying
They
he
should
could
get an
go on
auctioneer in there.
You could they should. You could get a budget girl though. There's some budget. There's some
10 to
budget
15
friendly
bucks a
options.
minute for a decent cam girl is what I'm looking on online. So
That's so
There's some
expensive.
budget friendly options out there. So I think there's different scenarios, right? If you're on the live stream, you're going to get into the auctioneer situation, and you're going to have to pay maybe $50 per
Well,
session.
it's
there's an entry
also-
fee. There's an entry fee, and then you
As I-
get then you're tossing like a
Palisade.
strip club. You're tossing dollars.
What if
As
you
I
fall
just described
asleep?
a direct deal.
What if
a
you fall
direct
asleep
deal-
like in a strip club and you don't close out the tab? Do they keep running the tab?
Yes, for sure.
So I mean,
Come
but
back
it's
3
also a
hours later.
you can create like a
That's
scarcity in the marketplace, right? Like if you're like a 45-year-old prostitute doing it from a motel room, like you're gonna have just your diehards in there. But if you're the new hot cam girl, okay, who's just come in the game, this is the other thing. When you're fresh, that's when you're most valuable. You can really drive up the price and earn early, right?
Right. Well, there's
On your
all
rookie
kinds of-
contract.
it's an open market out there.
Well, I haven't
right?
seen
So
her before.
Does OnlyFans do
she's
live shows?
Probably.
Probably.
Let me take a look here.
You might have to be talking about video swaps. I don't know, but conceivably, we're thinking like $100 to like maybe $500 on the high end a week would be like a what somebody might budget into.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah.
What do you tell people you have a gambling problem instead? Because you don't want to tell me you have a cam girl problem.
Well, you don't tell.
Don't tell them a thing.
Well, if someone's like, if you have a partner and you're trying to hide finances from someone, like, like what do you say? You
Yeah,
got
heroin
fired.
or
You got
heroin.
fired and keep working.
Heroin or
Right.
gambling.
Oh, hold on.
Gambling. That's a good one, Wes.
Hold on. British Brandy just DM me. Hi, babe. I have exciting news to share. Okay, cool. I have lots of slots available this weekend for a custom video. I'm wondering if you want to play with my blank while moaning your name.
Yep,
Send me
there
a
you go.
message. I think that, yes,
How
that's
much
not
for that?
live.
There you go.
They'll
So your
customize
baby.
something for you though.
You're talking like
That's
a
the big
$20
thing.
video. You're talking like it's so Wes. You could get that.
Oh, that's
you could get it
$60.
done. $60. Well,
I could get it done.
Pat, you should get her to write a script being like, no, I know you're not going to record it live, but I want you to say it's 10:22 when you start the video. 'Cause that's what I'm getting.
Make it hard for her.
Yeah.
So she doesn't scroll through the other Pats.
Pretend like it's
Every-
live.
Her Pat folder.
Back script. That'll go well.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hey. No, I can make it out tonight. I got 3 Johns. This is easy. I'll be there shortly. I'll just send the old Johns.
Yeah. So
What a
you
racket.
might spend some money on this if you're into it. But don't fall down the cam girl rabbit hole too hard. Take it from one Chinese man who's been identified by Chinese authorities simply as Hong. That's all they'll call him, Hong. Hong
I think
spent
it's
over
hung, Will.
maybe, but you'll hear. I don't know if he is. Hong spent over 4 million yuan, which is the equivalent of $550,000 American, on tipping a live streaming anchor in a desperate attempt to hear her call him brother. So, like, you know, it's like a Chinese streamer, you know, like a influencer, TikTok streamer, whatever.
Oh
And
my God.
he liked it.
Does he have a fetish with his sister?
He liked it
Brother.
when she called him brother.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This might translate into comrade. This might have been paid for by the CCP.
Well, they're troubled by it because this came from communist, like from the South China Post, which is like run by the CCP.
Call me stepbrother, please.
Yeah, he's weird. Okay,
It's amazing
Man-
how video can just turn itself around by just someone slipping the word "step" in the title. You know what I mean?
Pornhub
fine,
is
though.
like revolutionized that. Yeah,
It's fine.
Call me
now.
older. Call me older stepbrother.
it's still weird. It's still strange. It creates a lot of strange titles. Still, the incest phase is odd. This man
like
in
that.
China. I don't know if they have an incest phase going on in China, but this man.
Oh, no
from
way.
Yeah, I don't even think they have porn in China. So that's why this dude is into this. Like he's going to these streamer.
He's
He's
like,
like,
spent $500,000 for a girl to call him brother. Will I think they
right,
have
just to
incest
talk
problem.
to him.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, just because it's
Killed
like
too many.
girl.
Killed too many daughters over there for that to have too much of that.
Oh,
going
right,
on.
right.
Yeah, good point. So this guy from Ningbo, China, which is the Zhejiang province, he even resorted to stealing copper from the family hardware business and eating plain steamed buns to survive amid his financial ruin.
She wouldn't call him brother for less money.
Where'd all the copper go?
He ruined the family business.
I know I left copper here.
This guy's amazing.
Hey, brother. Where's the cop?
Hong, from May to October of this year, Hong, he had already drained his personal family's accounts. I think he has like a wife and kids. I couldn't tell, or he's, you know, I don't know. But it already drained his personal family's accounts, so they had cut him off from the personal family accounts. So what he resorted to was stealing copper constantly and selling it for cash, to the point that the family factory finally had to call the cops about the theft because they're like, "Where's all the fucking copper going?" At which point,
For pennies on the dollars, he's robbing his family's
Dude.
company.
He's a
I know
menace.
what a sweet situation if you're like in need of copper and you don't have a lot of dough, and you meet Hong.
yeah, and then Hong, he's just like, he's got unlimited copper, but he took too much unlimited copper. So at which point, when the coppers got called to the factory, Hong admitted it was him 40 times, 40 separate occasions for 2.3 million yuan, which is US 316,000, which all went directly to his favorite streamer to boost her rankings on like the streamer site. And so
I got sloppy. I stole too much copper.
yeah,
We don't
exactly.
have a Hong in the hive that wants to just toss us $500K.
He loves her so much. He rubs her. According to the South China Post, explaining his motives, Hong stated, quote, "I don't want to meet her. I just wanted to hear her call me brother."
Yeah, because if I meet her, I would kill her.
And
Wait, why didn't she call him brother? I mean, like, is she
That's
a
just what he
shrewd
wanted.
business lady?
it was his nickname for
She did, Pat, but for $8,000 a session.
yeah, his nickname.
Oh,
So he
it
would
wasn't
he
that
would
she-
donate.
Okay.
He would donate, and she'd be like, "Brother, brother, brother."
He
And
fell
so
in
he
love
would
with
just-
he fell in love with her. He wanted to boost her rankings. He wanted her to be
Yeah.
the most successful streamer, and he gave her all of his and his family's money. Is what happened.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like the TikTok battles that we talked about. Yeah.
Do you think you feel bad if you're this streamer and you found out? Because this must happen not often, but it happens, right? Where like you're like, wow, this guy must be what a lucky gal I am. I got like a loaded millionaire who's just sending me dough, and then you turn out that
you're in,
your body ruined.
Yeah, you
family
convince
business.
yourself that they're rich for sure.
You'd have to ask her and have a lot of money to get an answer.
Well, this guy is rich. His family's rich, obviously. Like his family kept trying to cut him off. They have a whole copper factory. I don't think the 316 grand is going to tank the whole factory. So I think that Hong is just like the black sheep of the family, probably. And he
is now. If he wasn't.
Well, he probably always was.
Yeah.
But this was he took it the farthest this time. Yeah.
Well, when you're, 7 and you stare at your sister for an hour, your family starts to get weirded out. That's when it all started for Hong.
Yeah, I'd like to see a picture of his sister.
Yeah. So would he, but this family took them all away from him.
Mm-hmm. You have to get. I'm not going to make that joke. You'd have to look at the bottom of the river. All righty.
Yeah. Hong's got some secrets.
All right, well, it's episode 1600. Let's go a little long for the folks.
Say, would you like to go to the lake, brother?
Yeah,
because that's where he killed her.
I want to strangle her in copper.
Yeah.
Will and Pat, have your eldest showed any interest in getting some like starter pets of their own yet? Like maybe a fish or guinea pig or hamster or something like that?
Well, the current McDonald's Happy Meal toy is a pet simulator, whatever the fuck that is.
Like back in the 90s.
Interesting.
But no, and I got him a Tamagotchi knockoff. You really got to be like 7, I think. But no, I mean my kids are still like chasing. They're chasing the cat around.
Right.
They don't know yet.
Yeah. My kids are definitely pet curious. My son is like he got to play like a big puppy, like a big breed puppy recently, and
oh nice.
He's definitely, and then he was like asking for more dogs when we got home from that. And then my daughter is, I think, more into like fish and shit.
You gonna
like when we take her to the pet store?
Are you gonna cave and get them like a guinea pig or hamster or something like that?
No, I'm not doing the guinea pigs or hamsters. No.
I'm taking advantage of Solid Burger's dog. That's our dog essentially. On the weekends we'll go over and you play with Blake.
There you go.
But
we don't have to have it,
It's a big boy. Yeah.
You're gonna have to give in eventually. They're gonna start bugging you for a fucking something that's gonna have a stinky cage in your house sooner or later. And this is a PSA for all parents who do have kids begging for little, things that'll die and rot in cages eventually for Christmas. That pet could cost you your life, leaving your kid with a lifetime of, guilt and trauma, which is almost what happened to Nathan Halliday of Kirby Merseyside in England. There's Nathan.
Nathan, did he die of being too much of a ginger?
Yeah, exactly. To be fair, Nathan looks like he's allergic to everything.
Yeah.
Why does he look so sad?
Didn't comb his hair for the interview. Nothing.
Didn't shower. What was the publication that took that picture?
I don't know, but the article I found was on MSN. So he's a 34-year-old grown man, and I don't even think he has kids. For some reason, he still has a pet hamster, a Syrian hamster named Mochi. And I'm not sure what kind of relationship these two had, or if he named Mochi because she's a little sweet treat. But it's a 34-year-old man with a pet hamster. And I'm not going to say Nathan was doing weird shit to Mochi, his female Syrian hamster. Here's Mochi. But the way Mochi
named
went
after
out,
a Japanese dessert. Yeah.
She's so sweet.
He
but
named
the
her
way
hide and seek.
Yeah, exactly. The way Mochi went out leads me to believe something was going on. So over the past few weeks, Mochi was frail. She was ill. Nathan was worried that the incredible bond that they had formed over the past 2 to 3 years with Mochi would soon be over. So he picked up his hamster, and that's when Mochi, in her final act alive, decided to let Nathan know how she really felt about him. In one final act of revenge, Mochi latched on to Nathan's finger, and according to the MSN article by Jasper King, who I guess covers all hamster-related incidents in the UK, as soon as Mochi bit into Nathan's hand, he immediately began to experience anaphylactic shock. And his body swelled up. He couldn't breathe. He was covered in hives. And that's when his partner, Rebecca Kidd, different last name, struggled to get Mochi off him. But once she did, she thought the worst. She thought he was dying. So she called 999. As soon as she got Mochi away from Nathan, she died. It was like a beast. It was like a bee stinging.
She died?
Yeah. No, the
Mochi died.
Oh, Mochi
Died of no cause.
Yeah.
She just died.
It was her
She
final
passed
act.
an evil spirit to him.
Yeah, it was her final act was to bite the fuck out of her owner.
Was Mochi elderly or something? Like, how did
They said that she was frail and not in good health, but she sees the
Well,
opportunity.
there's a lot of bacteria in a man's anus.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
It's true.
He was emotionally dead, that's for sure. So emergency services arrived. The ambulance, in the ambulance, Nathan said that he was on death's door. He was given 2 shots of adrenaline, antihistamine, put on oxygen. So this hamster was basically taking his life, literally. And at the hospital, the doctors mocked him. According to Nathan, quote, "It was absolutely horrendous, especially as I had no idea a hamster bite could cause something like this. My whole body was swollen. My throat hurt. I couldn't even
They asked
speak."
him where his kid was.
Yeah. Yeah. You had a hamster, huh? Oh, is the family okay? No, it was mine.
Good idea keeping the kid away. You're in bad shape here.
He must be devastated.
The kid must be. Yeah.
So apparently this isn't the first time that it's happened. In 2007, a hamster killed a man from anaphylactic shock. So it's not unheard of.
What type of disease do they pass? Because it's got to be
I have
some.
no fucking idea.
Plague?
But yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. He said he was exhausted for 2 days, couldn't stop shaking. And he said he was basically the biggest pussy in the trauma center, and the doctors were making fun of him. He said they were professional, but they're making fun of him. The weird thing is, he said Mochi is now in a fancy cracker box in the garden, and I don't blame her. I'm not sure what I don't blame her means.
Whoa.
But
he doesn't blame her
For biting him.
for
biting
the
him.
deadly attack?
Yeah, because who knows what was going on. But
What
the
did
weird thing-
what did Mochi endured to?
That's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of. I don't know. I mean, let's take one more look at Nathan.
Do we have to?
Nathan might be the guy that sent the other guy the photos.
Yeah, it could be. And here's the weird thing. Nathan is a hamster rescuer. This is what he does.
Well,
He
yeah.
rescues hamsters. And he said,
There's a lot of Boy Scout leaders, you know.
he said, I'd never say no to another one, even though he endured this attack by Mochi and it almost killed him. So
we know you won't.
Hamster rescue guy?
yeah. He said, we rescue hamsters from people who otherwise wouldn't want them, and I'd never say
Brown
no
ones.
to another one. Yeah. So I don't know how many hamsters this guy's got in his house, but you might want to do a sweep.
He's got one. He's got one in the chamber. He's got one more than you can see.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Mochi, too.
This cage is empty.
Yeah.
What?
So a lot going on at Nathan's house. And I don't really know.
Rescue.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's easy. It's a pretty easy process to get into the hamster rescue and biz. They don't really care.
Whoa. That was a wild
Just
ride.
wait till you get out of the store before you shove it in your ass, please.
I
We don't have a lot of you guys rescuing hamsters, so we'll accept. Just
need one that's slightly bigger than the last one you gave me.
Oh man. Nathan.
Need a pointy nose.
Anyway,
you guys don't have lube here, do you? No.
be careful if you're thinking about
We'll go to a second store.
getting a hamster for your kids. If that thing bites you, it could take you out.
Don't get one of Nathan's rescue hamsters.
But
That's
don't
my-
mistreat it to the point when it tries to kill you, so you don't blame it.
Yeah, its last act is to try to kill you. That's abuse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
Whoa.
that's the show. We'll have another one for you tomorrow, so please tune into that. As Mark said, patreon.com/hardfactor really helps us out. You get great content for very reasonable price. It's pretty much Cyber Monday every Monday over there at patreon.com/hardfactor. So support our sponsors, support the boys. Most importantly, we love you. Have a great fucking day.